All right, well, we've decided we want to give some people permissions to edit this site, but I don't want to make them an owner. I don't want them to have the responsibility of deleting the site. There's a few things that I want to restrict from them. I want to give them some responsibilities, but not all. And that's where we can add users with different permission levels. So I'll click on Add a new user instead of an owner. We can enter the user's email, and we can give them restricted or full permission. And there's a table. If we click About Full and Restricted Permissions, the table will indicate what people are allowed to do. Now you'll see the owner, everything is checked off. They can do everything. And that's where it can be a little dangerous, because they can really get in there and administer sites, and they can take away permissions from people. A full user can do all this stuff, but they can only view change of address page. They can't even get to the user administration page, so they can't add other users and things like that. They can monitor the health of your site, the traffic. They can optimize the sitemap. They can do things with URLs. They can improve stuff. And they can do everything except maybe get into your financial data, the analytics stuff, and adding and removing site owners. So you don't have to worry that a full user is going to lock you out. You do have to worry about that if you're making other owners. You're really giving another owner the exact power that you have. Restricted users can only view site settings, so they can't take your site offline. They can't share or unshare pages. They can't modify your links or URL parameters. They can only view that stuff. They can do other things like have access to statistics, block URLs if they need to, the index status. They can edit things with the searching. But basically, a restricted user has a lot less access. So that's the type of person that maybe you're going to give access if they're a new employee or they don't need access. You really should dole out access on an only need to have basis. This way you don't have to worry about who's doing what. So we'll go back and we'll add our new user. And I'll trust her. I'm going to make her a full user. We'll add it, and there we go. And at any time, I can delete her, or I can change her access level by just clicking on that drop-down menu. So if I decide that employee is not with us anymore, or they don't need access, they just need to be able to look at this site, I can delete them. Remember, this is my site, and we're not thinking of site as in like the whole company website anymore, although it is possible to make one, but we're using this Google environment and that every employee could have a site. So there may not be any need for this particular person to have access to this site. If I'm going to have different employees having different sites for people to go to, then I may not want to give them access. Or if I'm just using this as a resource for my entire small business, then perhaps I do want to have different people having access and editing privileges because I want them to manage different areas of the site. It's completely up to you.